afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Under 10. Under 10, 10 fast, 8.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down and 4, Newton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Chris Hogan, 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they... Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a pick.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Trey Boston up to make the tackle. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Watch that in. Great. We got 4.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. He can run, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go, D. Ringo. Let him know. Let him know. No. Check right 33. Exit.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
33. Let's go. Guys, it's out time.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shit. Go. Slow. Take it back. Go. Motion.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Rush in.
Murray with a 3rd and long. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 37.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the twist.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
He's coming. Great. 20. 8. Safety's creeping. Jim, 8.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Gun. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Switch.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a first down throw for Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Great. 8. Get it.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
At their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Isabella. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3 yards. That's good.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A loss of a yard.
Check 13. Check 13.
At the 33-yard line.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to school. Came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
20.
On 2nd and 1, Newton. And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on fourth down last year, but they'll try it here. Murray and company going for it on fourth. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have now moved out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Big hold to the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 8. Alert 3.
From the gun, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's coming.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only made